With us now is Ryan Smith with upcoming film Eldritch USA. Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
All right. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Remind people what this project is and what this film's about.
Yeah, so Eldritch USA is a horror comedy musical.
Okay.
So it
That's
is
a great mix.
Yeah. it's a feature-length film about a couple brothers, and they live in a town. They work at a news station, and somebody in their community dies, and they hear about a local cult that can bring people back to life.
Okay.
And so they take them out there, and they succeed, and they think, okay, we got it done. But then as the story goes on, they find out that what they brought back was not what they thought they brought back.
Oh, okay. You're gonna leave us on that cliffhanger, aren't
Yes.
you? So this was locally produced, and
Yes.
I mean, you had a lot of local actors in this,
Yes.
correct? Was everybody from this area?
At the time of filming, everybody was from here. We did a wide casting call, had a lot of people come and try out, and so yeah, it was a lot of local talent for the time. A couple of them have moved away since then. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting. So, I have to assume that this has been a pretty long creative process for you. So, where did the idea originate for this film?
A lot of different ideas. So it's what's called a Lovecraftian story. So H.P. Lovecraft is a writer that I took a lot of inspiration from. So if people were to read the Dunwich Horror in advance of this, they would notice some similar things. But also, I got to be Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors, so it pulls a little bit from that. And also Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along blog, which is a Neil Patrick Harris kind of a 45-minute show that is a musical about a supervillain. And so a lot of influence from that as well.
Okay, very cool. Now, also, okay, so I want to know, give us the timeline on how long this project has taken you, from where you started to today.
So I started writing this in 2017.
Wow.
We went through the process. I finished the script. We did the casting call. We kind of got everything together. And we were ready to start pre-production and funding, and then COVID hit.
Oh.
So we had to shut down for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And finally, so we were finally able to kind of get back together and start filming again. And then all of 2022, I spent editing and adding special effects. And then we just finished up last month, and now we're ready for the premiere.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's really exciting.
What's been the most challenging part of this whole project?
Honestly, a lot of it was kind of the scheduling and getting people together, and because everybody around here, it's not necessarily a full-time job. Everybody was paid, but they all had their own full-time jobs, and it was all nights and weekends. And when we first started, we were able to film for 9 days straight, and that was kind of an agreement between all of us that we would all take a week off of work and just work on the film.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. All right, so as you mentioned, you've got your premiere for the film coming up here in a few weeks, so give us the details on that.
So it's going to be at the Alamo Drafthouse. I know you guys talked to Curtis a week ago about it. So it opens on April 28th, and it goes through May 3rd. So originally, they only were going to do a couple shows on May 28th, but we sold out so quickly. So everything sold out within a couple hours. They gave us 5 more shows. 2 of those are already sold out, 3 are almost sold out, so they gave us 4 more.
Okay. Oh, wow. So there is room right now to see it.
Yes, there is room to see it now.
How do they get tickets ahead of time?
So they can go to Alamo Drafthouse's website and look on there. We also have a link tree. It's, I believe it's lanktr.ee/Eldritch USA, and that has a link to the tickets and also the trailers.
Very cool.
So what's next for this?
I was just going to say.
So we've got a couple potential distributors that are going to be there on the night of the premiere, so they're going to watch it. Also, we are doing a festival run after this. So I've been told that that's typically where the buyers will hang out. So that is the hope, is that somebody will pick it up there, and then we will see a much wider release after that.
Okay, very good. Now give us the website one more time.
So it's the link tree is lanktr.ee/Eldritch USA. There is no .com at the end.
And what's next for you? Do you have more projects in the wing?
I do. I have a couple more ideas that I'm working on. One of them's about a local Springfield story. I guess the shake and bake method of creating meth came out of Springfield, apparently. And so we're looking at doing something with that, kind of like The Informant, so a little tongue-in-cheek.
Okay.
And then also I've got a couple other ideas, some time travel.
Okay. Very exciting. Yeah. Well, Ryan, thank you for being here. Yes. Congrats on the film. Congrats on the premiere. We're super excited for you. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.